It's against the rules of knife rounds that we do an accent in the first round. We can't do that.
We can,
It's
and we are.
No, it's against the rules. We can't do it.
Pistol round's important, though.
Yeah, it is important.
There's no messing around.
Okay, knife rounds next time.
Next
I guess. Fun knife rounds. 4-1 split right now. Alu's going to be the
like
Lone Ranger on the other side. Instead, Getright's going to go very aggressive. Doesn't get a kill on that one. Polly instead picks up one and Exist replies back. Freiberg with another one. Oh dear. This has not gone well for LGB at all, is it? 3v1 now. And Jacob, the last one alive here, and will fall to that didn't work.
I mean, that's just one of those classic gambles.
Yeah.
Especially considering that they were pushing NIP. So if that was clear, they could have just run all the way around to B basically for the retake. So it's nice. I like it.
Yeah, I kind of like that as well. We haven't had a chance to talk about Alu as the confirmed new fifth, by the way.
Yeah, he's signed.
Signed completely, signed, sealed, and delivered. I'm yours. I'm yours. Yeah, there's a song in there somewhere.
I'm sure there is. But you killed it.
I did. I murdered it. As I often do at the karaoke bar.
I love karaoke.
I don't. As Catrific will bear testament to on Twitter.
All right, so they are setting up for an A move here, and you can see the set nades coming over. So they're going to go for that quick plant. That's what they want here, and then get those. In fact, the full investment. So they want all the frags. They want, this has to be a round win for them.
Oh my goodness. This has not gone well so far. Getright's got himself 2. Make that. Well, not 3 because Forest stole it away.
Oh my god, they got nothing.
No, let's be honest. They got 23 points of Forest South and 29 of Getright's. They didn't get nothing. That ain't nothing.
It's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. Okay, 2 now. I mean, let's try and pull something out for LGB. My Norwegian friend said I was a bit mean to them earlier on, and I was just being blunt. But I'm really struggling to see where they can get too much from. Oh, that's a fantastic nade from Freiberg. He's just going to mow them down here and pick them off one by one, 3 through the smoke. Exists the last man to get one, but they fooled them all because the bomb has gone to the other bomb site. He's going to be gunned down immediately.
That's the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah, the 1v4 fake. I love it.
And the funny thing is that because they would have known that it would have been a complete save, so they really didn't have to rotate that hard. They were hungry for the frags there. NIP saw the last match.
Getright was actually mid by the time that bomb was getting planted, so it was like, oh, okay.
So Ali's on the AWP now. We do get the full buy from LGB after that save round. So let's see if they're going to be able to essentially have a better result than what they did against Titan on their T side. And
I like these 3-man pushes through mid, or 2-man pushes through mid because they leave Alu back, but
it's important map control.
Yeah, it really, really is important because if you don't lock that area down, you give them so many options. They can come through mid, they can go side, they can go main, they can go through vents, they can go A, they can go B, they can go C for all I know.
It's going really well for OGB so far.
And it's going very, very well. You're right, absolutely right. Rain with a double into the bomb site. Getright and Alu have already been dispatched to the grave. 3 left.
Really good execute, and to be honest, NIP are really forced just to go for X6 here. There's no way they can really retake this. All the smokes are down. All the nades are still in the hands of LGB to use to further delay their opponents. So
save!
They've got to try and hunt them down now. They don't want Forest surviving on that AWP. He's got 22 health, but at the same time, they also don't want to invest too heavily and get 5-banned by someone like Forest. So got to be really careful not to overdo it and to always keep the trades alive. You can see them actually not having much interest. They're actually going to let this go. And this is something that we, for example, compare Envious earlier today with their situation, trying to horribly murder 2 pistol players, which didn't really wouldn't have impacted them.
Come on, be honest, they were frag hunting.
They were frag hunting, exactly. And LGB in this round, they took it they gave maximum respect for NIP, and they are going to just play this one out all safe.
I mean, it comes down to whether you're feeling confident, and obviously if Envy are frag hunting, then they're feeling confident, which is fine. There's no problem with that. But if it doesn't work out, and it doesn't work out 2 or 3 rounds in a row, you tend to have to stop as the lovely spray from Rain gets him another double kill in mid. That's 2 rounds in a row he's managed to do that. And we've now got just 2 AWPs versus 4 AKs. But these 2 AWPers can do a lot of damage with them. Forest and Alu. Oh, Alu though, just didn't manage to pick up the first shot or the second. And now he's under pressure with the nade, down to 31. Forest now going to switch around himself with the Tech 9. And, well, this has gone horribly wrong again, isn't it? I think they're going to have to save these 2 AWPs. And they're going to do really well to hold on to them because they've got 50 health between them.
What a nice round here from LGB. And this actually kind of goes against the meta a little bit because right now teams are just not doing fast takes on middle because Well, first of all, let's see if these orbs can be held onto here.
I
It's
don't
not
think
looking
they're gonna
too
hold
good.
these. No, I don't think they can hold these. They're going to get pincered here. One either side. They've already picked up one. Here comes the second.
Wow.
And that is a GG in that round. Brilliant round from LGB.
Yeah, I mean, this play, and as I was saying, it kind of plays against the meta a little bit because you mentioned the heavy push onto mid at the start of the round.
Yeah.
Well, LIP very quickly dispersed from that. They only had left 2 guys, and LGB hit a really, really fast mid-take timing with the right nades to go over, just with the entire team. And this used to be something that was very common until lots of people started to, all the teams started to make really strong setups early round. And so that they just have found that window, and they got the right frags.
Yeah, I love that. It was a really, really positive push. Really, really well done by Rain. Held his spray really early as well. This is also very nice from Get Right as well. He's got himself 2 early kills in the round, and that's really given NIP a massive advantage, which they completely dispose of the LGB team trying to push in through main on A. That didn't work then. That one will be struck off the record strat.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've got a little black book, you know, distracted. And that one's gone. He's gone. That didn't work. I'm going to rub that one out.
It's gone.
Yeah,
Forever. Especially against NIP. I mean, the thing is with them is that their defensive capability is so sick. You got rifles like Forest. In that round he had a rifle. He's picked his AWP up again, but they don't have an AWP on middle, and this would actually definitely allow a good possible attack if LGB do get their AWP onto that boost. But that's always the scary nature of it, is that the CT AWP does have a bit of an advantage, and that's a nice angle there from Forest. Might just pick this one up if they dare challenge him, but so far very tentative, and he wants that so much. Such a good angle. And this forward hold is really smart because if LGB want to go A, they have to go through Forest first. They want to take mid, well, NIP can actually back away and allow them to have mid. So NIP have a really good hold on the map right now. And
what it also does is it suggests that they've been watching plenty of NIP demos, because you wouldn't necessarily hold back at that spot ordinarily. Nice. Oh, hello. Rubinio's like, well, where's my boost?
It's a good Molotov, though. They're going to force the player out of vents. This allows for a nice clean mid take from LGB.
Forrest getting a little bit more aggressive there as Ali picks up the first one. Was the opening kill of the round, but he's dispatched by Jake and Note. And now, 4v4, going to have to see a push here. 30 seconds remaining. Is it going to be an A? It looks like it might be. Freiburg's sitting alone on B right now, and they've got 1 mid, so if the call comes in early enough, they can rotate here. 23 seconds remaining. Got to make the push. Forrest, though, just too good for them right now on that bomb site, and Get Right behind them. He whoa, got the first one. Can he get the second one? Polly, last man standing, is dispatched by Exist this time. And LGB, well, just let the clock run down a little too late, in my opinion, in that bomb site. They need to be a bit more clinical in their entry.
Now, I did like the kind of phases of map control from LGB. Of course, as they stayed really defensive early on. We saw that really nice angle from Forest. They're able to actually flash him out of that and then get slow control of A main, slow control of middle with nice nades, good tactical play, and then boom, they go for the split. Just couldn't execute on the kills, and that's always going to be their problem against NIP, is the battle of individual skill. That's where it really comes down to.
Triple AK, couple of Tech 9s for LGB against the full buy. And double AWP setup.
They're moving the AWPs around a lot as well.
Ninjas. Yeah, they are moving around. Alu and Forest, the 2 AWPers. Forest last time round was AWPing from the corner box and then from Cat, and is now doing centre main, I guess you'd call that. Very unorthodox, but it's going to be okay now. Wow, look at this raid! Oh, yes! Perfectly done. And, well, he's done his job in there, hasn't he? Brilliant push through. Spotted both of them, and he knew exactly where they were. Alu's already rotated back, but the bomb is about to go down. Exist damaged heavily. Does pick up the frag on the bomber. Won't get the second one, though. Zevis round the back of him. Rubinio now going to finish off the last man. It's Alu who's on site. It's 1v1 here. Is Alu going to go for this? No. Comes off. And doesn't manage to pick up the frag on Rubinio, who picks up the round win for LGB. And boy, do they need clutch rounds like that.
If only he knew how low he was. Yep. But he's walking out with the orb.
Well, he should know. Do you know what's the craziest thing? He should know how low he is, because his team should be telling him he's low so that he's not on the orb.
Yeah, it's a risky situation, isn't it?
But
no. 5 to 3, sorry.
It's about communication.
And we have the auto sniper on Exist, the noob gun, as people affectionately refer to it sometimes. The Scar is there, and that's a great bit of opening damage with the nades. The early damage battle being won by NIP as they've got Freiburg close up behind the smoke. I love this aggressive smoke. He's going to flash himself through to get that info and just a little bit of a better position, but he's not going to spot the players, and his teammates are rotating back. They've left Freiburg there alone now. Freiburg hasn't spotted them, so they're actually they're not aware exactly of where LGB really are at the moment. So
it's a little bit of guesswork, you're right.
We do have Polly here looking for that pick into B storage still. Perhaps he'll find it here. So close. And LGB looking to set up for a delayed mid-take. I think they're going to go for this B split here if they can get this going.
It's like the ultimate tease, isn't it? He doesn't know that. He can't see it, of course, but it is like the ultimate tease. Please move into my scope.
Okay, they're over the top now, looking for that mid plate. Can they get the B split going? They do get the opening kills on middle, so it's looking good for that.
Nice. Yeah, very nice. Very efficient, and they are going to make their way towards B. There is just one more man over at that site right now, although they have managed to make the rotation very quickly indeed. Freiburg's done a great job of holding them up, and Exist has already got himself there as well. So now 3v2, bomb into the site. Exist is going to struggle to get anything through the smoke here, and he's going to have to play a little bit more patiently. Last 35 seconds of the round as the bomb does get planted. Get right. Well, trying to get something here, and does get something. Brilliant couple of shots in on Rain. 2v2 now. Make that 2v1 exist into the bomb site. Now it's going to be another 1v1. Rubinho yet again for another clutch. No, not this time. It's Get Right with the final kill, and he makes it 6-3. What a massive round that was for the NIP, because lose that one, it's 5-4. Win it, it's 6-3. Such a big difference.
Yeah, and it's quite funny to see Get Right coming through the vents there, just like desperately searching. He's like, there must be a gun here for me somewhere. Just looking for nothing.
Anything, something, nothing.
Has to get like the mid to long range kill with the CZ to be able to pick up a gun, and that made all the difference there. So 6-3 now the scorers. LGB have been putting in good rounds, and I loved how they executed in there. They had a really good series of aim duels. They showed that they can win some of these fights. It's really important.
You're right, and to be fair, compared to where they were earlier in the night against Titan, I think they are actually playing much better now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No doubt about
Definitely
that.
learn.
And they've got a set play in store for the A site here as well.
Yeah.
They've got all the nades, they've got the AK on Polly. It's all going to be about that confusion, the smokes limiting the observation of NIP, or rather the angles of vision. And they are ready for this one. Get Right, going to be nading in for the counter grenades.
Oh, I love
and
that.
spray is coming, but
really
it's not good enough.
Well, yeah, you're right. The placement was good. The shots weren't so good. Oh, there's two of them waiting. And they stack the bomb site there, and this should be LGB's round, and it is. Lovely, nice finish by Polly to finish things off, and that'll be 6-4. So they made hard work of the last two rounds, and then just sliced through the Ninjas' defense in that round. You know, literally like a hot knife through butter. It was brilliant.
And actually, one of the reasons why I like LGB, and we didn't see it in the last cache, is because they are really good at, with their T-sides, taking phases to the round. So like, okay, it's very clear, okay, we're going to spend this amount of time to basically get map control here. We're going to spend this amount of time to get map control there. Then that gives us this option, and they throw all the nades. You know, they have a plan from the get-go, and that's something that I really like seeing from them. And now seeing them actually get the kills on top of that, that's beautiful.
Do you know, in any other sport, that would have been a fantastic header by Alu. Unfortunately, in this game, that equaled 95 health, because that nade literally landed on one of his eyeballs.
In this game, stuff explodes.
It does, and hurts, especially when it's a round object being thrown at your face. This is fairly light work so far. They've managed to lose a little bit of health, well, actually quite a lot of health on Jacob and Rain, but they haven't lost any personnel to the team, and Get Right is now last man standing here. And with a mini orb.
The strength of this team as well is for LGB is their T sides.
Oh, but hello. This could be. No, I spoke too soon. Sorry, Get Right. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, LGB, if they want to win this, they have to kind of defy convention, which would be a stronger CT half, and they need to really get 7 to 8 rounds on the board. And it's really doable right now because they've just broken NIP's economy.
Half, you mean?
Sorry, yeah, the T half.
Yeah, I agree.
They've broken their economy, and now they can get momentum going. It's going to be really excellent for them. They are going to have the awareness of exactly the economic situation and state of NIP, so we'll see that reflected in their approach to this round, as NIP are going to be looking for all the sneaky frags.
Indeed.
That's not very sneaky. That was out in the open forest. You didn't get the memo.
yeah. I don't think it was included on the email there, because that one didn't work at all, did it? So 2 down, 3 to find. And it's a bit of a frag hunt, frankly, because there's nothing really else doing here. Polly's going to get another one. With Exist and Alu. He's at cement bags right now, which, as you can see, he's kind of isolated. There is one man pushing over towards him as well. Alu's just behind him. Oh, actually, you know what? Exist might get himself a kill if he's careful.
But the interesting thing to note here as well,
instead he's burnt alive.
Is
completely barbecued.
Is that LGB are actually, because of their T sides, they didn't get to play T side when they played Titan. They got to play CT first, and they got demolished. And then they got to their T sides, and they're like, well, guys, we're kind of screwed already. So,
so I don't think we really saw their strat. I think they'd already sort of thought, okay, we've probably lost this. NIP are going to be watching this because they can figure out how we're going to play later on. So let's not give anything away on T side.
Let's lose this
Titan. Yeah, because we're going to lose anyway. And then when we play NIP, we'll try and start T side. And they have, and they've done very well, I have to say.
They've stated, I think, before that publicly that their T side is by far their best, and CT is where they struggle, which is converse to every other team.
So the Norwegian fans that were tweeting me earlier, obviously, they should know this. I called them rubbish on CT side, and they were. Even they're saying they're rubbish on CT side. That's a couple of great shots from Rain again. He really has been terrorising them in the mid area.
Wow, this is really a very big round, considering that NIP had such a good setup to try to deal with what they had going. Alu's been putting in some work. Oh, what a shot that was!
If you want to see pixel perfect AWPing, you just had a damn good showing off from Alu. Brilliant.
Absolutely.
It was 1v4.
Oh, you saw it happening, didn't you?
Oh,
you can see that.
If he pulled the trigger.
In your mind's eye, it was there.
It was. Unfortunately, it wasn't for Alu. So, 7-6 now to the Norwegians, winning the Battle of Scandinavia here on the Faceit League in 2015. Against the odds, it was 6-3 at one point to NIP. And I have to tell you, that last round was nothing to do with strats. That was literally out-aiming.
And now their money's screwed as well. They're back on the eco. And going to have 4 players, as you can see, towards the A side of things.
Oh, this is awkward. This is a really awkward rush.
Christmas
that's
come early.
That's not going to work, is it, really?
Everyone survives again. This is huge. This is happening over and over. Look at the money now. It's getting ridiculous. And I mean, it's not going to matter now that we're in the last round of this. But
LGB have so much money they can almost afford 1 beer in Norway.
That's true, actually. God damn. But I'm sure it's good beer. But their wages reflect that, right? The crazy prices.
So I'm told. It's just the foreigners that go into the country that get worked over.
Well, double auto sniper there. I love it.
No, I hate it.
And they have an
Should be banned.
And they dropped some AKs. They wanted it just for the start of the round.
Should be banned.
I respect that.
No, throw it away.
Respect that.
Horrible gun.
And
I'm just mad because bad.
Mad because bad. But we've got a boost coming in from NIP. So Get Right maybe can turn this one around. Ooh.
Oh, hello. Oh. That was lovely. I like that. That's the reverse boost. And Forest has gone a little bit more aggressive on the bomb site. Bot is loaded, lit, and thrown.
It's my favourite Molotov for this map. Clears out vents.
It's lovely.
And that's going to allow them to worry about less positions as they push into middle.
Yeah,
because
smoke mid's fast afterwards, but no, they're going to hold back on. That's weird. Normally, if you see that where they clear vents with the Molotov, they then smoke mid fast, and then they've got literally a pathway through to A. But they've not done that this time. I wonder why.
I'm not sure if they even heard that Molotov.
Wow, they didn't need to. That's why, because they were already... Well, yeah, actually, they threw it earlier. I may have missed it. But nevertheless, they're now trying to work in towards A. Rubinho now coming from mid, just checking main to see whether anyone decides to pop out. Toxic is popped. They will have heard it. Jacob checking right, checking left, then gets picked off by Cat, where Exist was waiting for him. And that's annoying. They're just being picked off one by one. They won't want to do that too hard. But Polly and Rubinho have combined, and they now have an advantage with 9 seconds remaining. Got to get this bomb planted, and Forest knows it as well, as it is planted, and Forest is now in a 1v2. If you want anyone in this position, though, this is the man you want. AWP in hand. Checks right. Got to check back sight now. And left. Sees one come over the top. Short range. It's going to be a no-scope from here that isn't going to work because Polly was waiting, and LGB have an excellent first half lead.
Oh, they really do.
Excellent.
And I really like how towards the later stages of that round, you can see the 3-on-3 in action. They had the guy in main, and they wanted to really get that split onto A. But they waited for so long because they knew there's 3 CTs left, and with that amount of time, delaying, it really helps them, because if NIP want to try to discover what's going on, they have to rotate a player into kind of an exposed position where he's going to be caught kind of moving from one place to another. So that could be an easy kill to kind of make their lives easier into the bomb plant. But NIP didn't really give that up, but still LGB had such awesome team play onto the bomb site. It was very impressive, and you can see why this is a T team.
Yeah, absolutely. And 9-6 up at the half.
It's really good.
Those 85% of people that put their skins on NIP, are they going to be worried?
I think they've got no fingernails left.
I don't think they're going to have any hair left at the end of this game if it goes this way.
If they do, it's going to be great.
We always say pistols are always really important when they switch round, but never more so than when the gap is 3 rounds, because those 3 rounds are exactly what disappears in the blink of an eye if you lose the pistol round, but also they can disappear very fast and you can be 12-6 down and be staring at defeat all of a sudden. So big round coming up right now. Big round.
It should be an NIP there. Like, okay, guys, we know, right? We know they're a T team. We just saw. Hopefully, they watched the Titan match.
Yeah, no, they will.
If they watch that, they might have an approach.
Yeah, no, they definitely
could just copy what Titan did. They have the skill to do it. They don't have Kenny S, but they've got the skill to pull this one off. And they're going for that quick B play.
There is one man actually back vent who could cause a bit of a problem here, but Freiberg has picked him off, so that's nicely done. In towards the bomb site they go. There's one man, Heaven. Forrest takes him out. And a man coming CT now might just get picked off very quickly, as well as the burst fire from Exist does some more damage. And even more damage. Seven's down to 6 health already. Oh, they've already realised. They've got 1 man with armour, 2 men with kit. So are they thinking, yeah, okay, let's just part ways here very quickly. And indeed, they are just going to try and get some exit kills. That's all they're going to try and do here. They've given up the round. Maybe smart, maybe not. We'll see. Oh my goodness, Forrest is absolutely on a rampage right now. Got 2. Last is Intoxic. Terrorists win. Not sure he'll push that too hard. Ooh, whoa, no. Okay, so I don't know how you feel about giving up a round with 3 on a pistol. I'm always a bit dubious about that. I always feel like, no, we're going to end up with nothing anyway, and we could end up getting picked off from exit kills. So, do you know what the hell? Let's just go for it.
I think one of the reasons might have been is because Rain actually had a
kit. He had armor, and there were 2 kits.
And and armor. So I feel like they wanted to save that into this round, so they wouldn't have to save too much before they go for it. And you can see here is a very light buy. Actually, they're leaving a bit of money in the coffers to have a really strong 4th round buy.
Which also suggests, why would you try and save from the previous round anyway?
Well, I guess we'll have to see if they can recover from that now, because even some damage to be done, maybe.
No, Dan.
Nothing.
No, Dan.
Nothing at all.
Book him, Dana.
Yeah. Oh wow, wow. That's old school.
That's very old school.
That's pretty old school.
It was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that didn't work either, did it?
But I do like that they didn't go pistol armor, basically, because they really need that strong 4th round buy.
There's no point in doing that. Yeah, exactly. They're all going to be working to round 4. They're on CT side, obviously, so no chance of a 3rd. Anyway, so just make sure they get their 4th.
Actually,
might save a couple of guns here. That'd be all right.
One team that does on the CT side in a spot like this tend to do that pistol arm buy is probably Envious, but I've seen it actually get the better of them quite a few times, because on the CT side, when you can't dictate the round, it becomes much harder to make it work. I think that's
an old Existence trick as well from Source, and from when they played in Titan, some of those players as well, because he would do that a lot as well. Lovely serve.
Scary stuff.
Yeah.
Even if you have shocks, it's still scary.
I'm petrified when anyone says buy on the 3rd round. I'm on a CT. I'm like, what?
You what, mate?
Yeah, I'm gonna get ruined. Yeah, risky stuff. Don't mind it as a T, especially if you've got a couple of plants and some good kills. It's all good.
I like that.
That's very nice, but I don't think there's anyone down there, so that's not particularly useful. But they won't know that, of course.
Slow and easy does it.
3-man vent push. Wow. Okay, in towards B they go. They're surely going to know that they're not under any massive pressure here. So smoke CT. There are 3 men stacked on this site. One's already clipped. Make that 2 already clipped. But Exist has already taken damage as well as they move in towards the bomb site. They're going to clear this one out pretty easily, in fact. And the last man in heaven. Whoa, Rain, where was he? Well, it doesn't matter in the end. But 1 kill out of that. Not so good either. Oh. And we're at 9-9. I said, if you blink, you'll miss it. It was 9-6, and LGB had won 6 in a row, by the way. We always talk about this as a momentum game, obviously. But then when they switch half, 3 in a row from NIP. Here we go with the gun round. Big gun round for the Norwegians.
Yeah, no AWP or anything like that. We'll have to see, again, this is where LGB have shown weakness, so maybe they will have learned their lesson against Titan, but at the same time, they don't know exactly how NIP are going to play this just yet. But as we can see, they have a big spread. This is exactly like what Titan were doing. And Get Right, I must say, is one of the best players in the game at being your B storage guy as T, getting himself into the vent area and trying to pick off players, be generally just a nuisance.
Yeah,
he's
I
very
was going
good
to
at
say
that.
that's exactly what he is in this. In a positive way, he's a bloomin' nuisance. Exactly what he is.
And I like this as well. You can see NIP just trying to clear all the angles through the smoke, just you know, burn away the early stages of the round where those smokes are up. And now they're going to start thinking about getting these picks and pushes. And this is where the test is for LGB. If they can weather this stage, we know that they can possibly have a good defense. They've got 2 players on the site, a quick third in mid to go for the rotation. So LGB, a lot to be asked from their defense, considering recent match that we just watched.
Yeah, they're going to have to be at least double better than they were. And that's a good start to the round from Jacob as well. So Get Right. Is Frank. They get another one here. No, they can't is the answer, because Forest is going to pick up an easy one, although, look at that. Quick 3-fire
Very nice
from LGB, and they lock that bomb site down very nicely indeed. And they carry on with that kind of form. I can see them winning this match.
Lots of damage to be done still to NIP's economy before they can get them to that eco. And we're going to have the AWP onto Forest again, I would think, or maybe Alu, depending on the spawn or what they want to do. There are some really nice timings that you can go for on this map. Like, for example, JKim on the drop here could get caught if the timing is used for that B spawn. But Alu's going to be instead on the A main area. And I think NIP's pace was what really hurt them that round. LGB were able to slowly work out where they were. They had 4 men on the defense by the time the push hit. So that definitely was quite important. And now we have NIP slowly getting themselves into these angles. And they have that man on B storage. They have that man on Squeaky. So the round is open on all sides of the map right now for NIP.
Yeah, very open indeed. Alu trying to spot himself an early frag here through main. If he can get that, then I think they'll go early. Wow, they've got the first frag. Now, do they go? Let's wait and see. They have moved through main, and the rotation has already been called. Forest has picked up a second one there, as Rabinia just sitting in the smoke behind, waiting for the plant to be called. And there he goes. There's the plant. Is he going to come around and kill the bomber? No, he's not. Instead, he's going to, well, kind of meander around in no man's land, actually. I don't really know what that was all about, but nevertheless, it's worked out for Zevez because he's got the first one. And as they move towards the bomb site now, 3 of them, or are they? No, I think they're going to back away. Rabinio's got 1 house. There's no point staying there, man. You're going to die from the bomb.
Look at Get Right. This is just what Get Right does. He just lurks around this deadly presence.
Like many people say to me, what sort of positions are there in Counter-Strike? You know, I understand there's a defensive player, there's an attacking base player, there's maybe a mad fragger or an AWPer or a rifleman. You know, what are the positions? And I say basically just watch Get Right play. He's called the lurker. Oh
yeah, and that's what he does. And you basically will just die. You think you're safe, but you're dead. All of a sudden you're dead, and it's like, what? What happens?
Yeah.
Oh, right, Get Right's on the server.
Yeah, he must be blooming annoying to play against on a regular basis.
Absolutely. And now we have a forced buy coming out from LGB. They don't really have all that much. Bunch of Famases, lack of grenades.
Yeah.
Double LOP here looking for the picks.
Helmet missing.
The only thing that's good about this for LGB is that the fact that they have Famases will encourage them not to play picking and peeking versus double LOP. That's the only real thing that is going for them. But
they try. What? That popped up after he'd stopped firing and had moved away. Did you notice that? It was like a half-second delay on that registering.
Go TV, my friend. I don't know.
No. No, it's just that Exist is so fast, he's actually faster than the human eye can blink.
Go TV cannot register him.
Yeah. It's like my clapping. If you've ever seen my clapping on stream, I clap faster than 60 FPS.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently. Good stuff from Exist again. Really stepping up to the plate for his team here. He's got himself a double. And Forest is disposed of by Rabinia. Now, are they going to push out into main? Yes, they are. They're going to push out again. They don't really have a huge amount of information on that site, but they'd already got 1 kill, so I guess they knew that it would be relatively clear. Bomb is planted. So, this is very tricky both ways, actually. It's a 2v2. Wow, they were very low on health anyway. NIP, but then LGB weren't in the healthiest of states. 5 health left for Jacob, and he's going to win the round, and that's a huge round for LGB. They go up 11-10.
Their money. Had they lost that one, they're basically spiraling into despair, and then they are destroyed, obliterated by what would be an unstoppable NIP force, economy-wise, and every other which way-wise, whatever. I don't know, words, Red Eye.
Yeah,
I speak
well,
words.
they would just be ruined money-wise. I mean, the bank of counter-terrorism would be empty.
Yeah.
No rewards from the FBI, the NSA, or any other organisation that they represent. Because they would have been bad counter-terrorists. And we know that bad counter-terrorists don't get any money. Double nade into main. Sees Polly absolutely obliterated.
And that rotation, 3 players onto the A site now. And
yeah, I think they might call it.
They started off the round towards B.
Oh, yeah, it looked like they were going to go B, but, well, still sort of hanging around. Bomb set in mid. 2 sitting on B side. 2 sitting on A. And things have calmed down a little bit. I thought they were just going to go mad, bat hell rush into main then. But if you remember the earlier game, we had Titan doing the same thing with LGB. They sent 2 off to A. They got a double kill at A, and they still had the bomb at B, and they ran into B with the bomb and got killed.
And it's going to be B regardless, it would seem, this time.
But it's a slower play, and I like that. I think that's much safer.
The rotation is coming around also from LGB. So they should be able to get the players in position, but will they be able to execute the kills because...
That A side smoke, though, looks like a B. Yeah, we are going to go B.
Look at that position there from Zeus at the back of the site. He's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, he's got a huge amount of work to do. He's going to be very lucky if he doesn't immediately come under fire. Fire is exactly what they've dispatched to the bomb site as well. They've lost 2, though, NIP here. But so have LGB. Make that 3. Rubinho now, last man alive with a 1v3. Could do this, though. He's got 1. Can he get the second? He's only got a few bullets left in that M4. Needs to run away. Down to 15. Oh, my goodness. It's all gone wrong at the end of the round for Rubinho. But he could still do this. 1v1 now. An incredible round from Rubinho. Exist has just 12 points of health and wins the round on his own. But my goodness, that could have gone either way. We're 11-11 with 1 HP. It's all the ones.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous.
Insane.
Oh my god. But both
in the brain.
But they actually have a chance because they're doing so much damage, and NIP, they've bought within their limits right here. Of course, LGB are going to probably give them somewhat of a clean round, but if they can find a way to get 2 or 3 frags here and keep NIP honest and within eco, then this game on here still, despite it looking quite good for NIP now.
If you bet skins, be worried. Be very, very worried right now. That's a lovely, lovely Molotov from Exist, though. Freiburg restoring a bit of normality for the Swedes here.
I love the HG combo.
And the 1 non-Swede I might add now.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be really weird for me.
I know, for me as well. The Swedes and the
yeah.
He ruins it.
Well, not really, because it's, you know, it's like the Swedes have finished the round, and it's 12-11. Oh, yeah, it didn't really work, did it?
No, I'm just going to leave that.
Leave me out there.
Leave you out there.
That's not like being thrown under the bus, because you didn't actually throw me under the bus, but that's like basically watching me being crushed by the bus and then laughing at me afterwards when the bus reverses back over me.
Oh, this is a great boost, though. Can Alu, can he actually get something from this? It looks like they want to counter boost as well. Into Alu's AWP, he's having the time of his life.
Oh my goodness.
And that is a disaster.
That's sick.
That was like watching a car crash.
That's like watching a bus crash.
Onto Red Eye. And the Forest is going to go out for this. He wants blood. Spots the player, and the flash does come in to support him as well.
Oh my goodness. I don't think he has any idea he's there, does he? Oh yeah, he does. Actually, he does. I think he does. Yeah, he does. That's really, really good play from Rain. I've been really impressed by Rain this evening, actually.
And he's going to have to do a lot more to save this round because they need this round badly. And he might just be able to pick it up. He does.
He was a beast in mid earlier, and now he's beasting on the A-bomb site as well.
Look who it is, though.
Yeah. 1v2. And we've seen this before, haven't we? This is a replay of many, many, many rounds in the past. Can he do it again? No, he can't. Rain clutches the round for LGB.
What an amazing round from Rain. He
Brilliant.
He was all over the place.
He's been the best player on LGB by a long way. Really has. I mean, 20 kills on the board right now.
At the start of that round, he had Forrest, who was in a one-on-one against him. He managed to win that. Forrest is in a really weird position as well. And then he managed to work his way around to Forklift to pick up another kind of frag just through the smoke. And then
that Forrest kill was really more impressive because I don't think he really knew where Forrest was. I think he knew, like, he'd probably come through Toxic. He'd probably rushed behind that quad area. But I don't think he knew precisely where he was. So really, really good play. And as you said, there is a 4-man stack on A this round. Oh, actually, it's a 3-man stack, my bad. 2 little blue dots on the other side. Mixed bag of weaponry. They've obviously popped off to James's market again and been short-sold.
And the thing about this setup from them is that they don't need mid control for this because they're saying, okay, if the push comes into B, we're going to hold it and we're going to die holding it. So we either hold it or we die trying. And they have 3 players there. So this is a really interesting round. You almost never see this. It's very rare to see a kind of play like this. It's a huge gamble. LGB are taking a huge gamble and a pivotal time in the match. And they have Rubino who's push and A main. That's why they're able to take that gamble and more effectively mitigate the risk taking from that.
Did see LGB do this one round as well. They put 3-man on the B bomb site. That would be a fabulous Molotov right now. That would literally set them alight.
Oh my god.
That's such a good Molotov. It really is. And well, he's absolutely ruined in there. 42 health left.
They have no idea there's 3 guys on the side.
And there's going to be a nade in here which is going to do another 40-50 damage. And in fact, that's dispatched Rain. And then LGB then somehow just reply back in kind, but then out comes Forrest with a double. Alu in the middle. And Polly will be last alive now. And, well, there's an old phrase in English that I'm thinking about right now, which probably isn't quite appropriate, so I'm not going to say it. But nevertheless, Polly needs a bit of a miracle here and isn't going to get one. Forrest picks up a 3-kill on the round. And it's 13-12. What a great game to end the night, though, Dan.
This
very,
is
very close. Can't call it, can you?
Absolutely not. But the problem is that, I mean, again, LGB had another really close round where they got a lot of damage onto NAP, but they didn't win, so now they're on the eco again, and NIP get that chance to get the clean rounds, and they always have an advantage on the nades and the weapons. LGB have been doing so well on the low economy buys, but it's the war of attrition again. It's starting to get the better of them.
Yeah, indeed. They are on. They're on a Norwegian eco.
They're pushing B storage right now with 3 players. They're going to find out everything. They see everything. Red Eye.
They do. They absolutely know everything. So they're just going to wait and pick them off as they come through.
If only they had rifles and armor, but the measly USPs.
Such a shame.
Well, Forrest might find himself with some extra kills here.
I think he's pretty well. Yeah, they're going to get that AK, aren't they? So they need to push into B. Yeah, there you go. So they are pushing to B. That's good for them. They figured it out now. They know that LGB have literally gone round the world to find out where they are. Interesting plant.
No, is Jakem. I mean, he's going to want to. I would imagine he would want to save this AK, and his 2 teammates can go for exits here. The AK is worth quite a lot, and they just don't have anything on their round loss bonus just yet that equals the value of the AK. So we're going to be having just a sneaky position, but Exis will read that. He read it like a picture book.
Yeah, he didn't even need to go to the library for that one. And this will be 14-12, which will force LGB onto that buy. So they really will want to hold on to this AK. Absolutely hold on to this AK. They won't want to get this left to match point. So now, do they fall by? Let's have a look at the money. Yes. Well, no. Actually, well, that's awkward.
You know what's
funny?
funny?
That's a bit awkward. I don't like this at all. Not on 14-12. 15-12, they have to do it, right? But it's 14-12, and they can't really...
They're playing for the win.
Yeah, I mean, they are. They have to win this round now. They absolutely have to win this round, otherwise that's GG anyway. 3 without a helmet, 2 without full weapons, and virtually no... In fact, no smokes.
Helmets
None.
okay,
Just a couple of just a couple of flashes, and that's it.
This is one of another oldest cash trick in the book there. Hiding over the smoke. Rubino's going to have to exit. It's some good for some early information, but other than that, LGB don't really have much sense of what's going on because NIP are playing it so slowly right now. They still have lots of time, so they can retake A main later in the round. So LGB have got to be careful about that, and they do have a man in Squeaky. So NIP, they can be all over the place. But right now we see the bomb towards B, so they might be setting up for that quick split onto that B bomb site. Right now LGB don't have the positioning to deal with that.
What do you think about this? The buying when it's 14-12 like this, when it's not a full buy? Would you rather wait, give up the round, try and get an eco out of it, and then go full buy when it's 15-12, knowing you can full buy.
Well, we'll come back to this.
Yeah, we'll have to come back to it because it is a push into the B-bomb site right now. Exists getting the entry kill very easily as well.
Oh dear.
And now LGB just down to 2 players, meaning that they need to get something out of this round, anything out of the round, frankly.
Yep.
And they're only going to get exit kills. There is nothing else that they can get now. So that hasn't worked. So let's go back to the point again. So, is it worth doing that when it's 14, or is it worth just full saving, buying when it's 15-12, and maybe hopefully getting lucky with the eco? I know what the thinking is. Sorry, I'm going to let you answer the question eventually. But I know what the thinking is. The thinking is we don't want to let them get to 15. That's the thinking, isn't it? But you effectively halve the 2 rounds, and you make this round and the next round not fully, not full potential. If you eco this one and you fall by the next round, then you've at least got one of the 2 is full. I guess
it really depends on how they see this, because I think there's arguments either way. I think there's one argument where, because it's MR5 16K, so they're going to probably say, okay, we're the worst team, and they're going to continue on the CT side afterwards. Yep. So they may think, okay, you know what, we want to win this now, because the more rounds that are played, the more likely it's NIP will be able to exert their skill over us. But it is one of those. It depends on how the leader really feels at the time.
I mean, in matchmaking, we would always buy on 14 because you don't want the other team to get to 15 because you can't win.
They might isolate one player here, though, and that's a quick frag onto Freiburg, so that could help them out, but the trades are coming back for NIP with the aggression on the other side of the map. So despite having the A side and a weapon being dropped there, it's not even really safely recoverable at this point, so still hard times.
It's a shame. I have to tell you, up to 12-12, I thought LGB might just sneak this, Yeah,
absolutely.
I think they played very well.
They had some really close rounds.
Certainly much better than they played against Titan earlier on. I don't know if that's a reflection of how well they've played or how badly NIP have played, but I haven't really seen anything from NIP that would make me go, ooh, that's bad. They're playing a bit rough or they're missing their shots. There's been nothing like that, so I have to give credit to LGB.
Definitely, and we'll see the remainder of this round. NIP should close it out here, but Sevis is providing a little bit of an annoyance. But now it's JChem. He's got actually full armor and a stock of grenades to work with against 3 players, 2 of which are quite weak. So perhaps JChem can dazzle us.
No.
The bomb is ticking away.
I love your optimism, Dan, but
just takes that 1 kill. If he's able to find it, you never know what's going to happen.
No. And
Ali's there on the angle. So there you go, 16-12. And we will have that final result there. As you said, LGB they had a pretty damn good game. They started off on T side.